What if one decision, just one draft pick, could shake an entire fan base overnight? Because that's exactly what just happened with the Indiana Fever, and nobody saw it coming. This story starts with disbelief. Just hours before the draft, even die-hard fans were saying, no way they make a move like that. It didn't make sense. Not now. Not with everything on the line. Then it happened. With the 10th pick in the 2026 WNBA draft, the Fever selected Raven Johnson. And just like that, everything changed. Let's be real for a second. The Fever aren't just any team right now. They have Caitlin Clark, not just a rising player, but a global phenomenon. A name that has pulled millions of new eyes into women's basketball. We're talking about someone who's already being compared to legends. Someone who sells out arenas. Someone who is the moment. So when you build around a player like that, every move matters. Every single move. Now here's where things get complicated. Just 2 weeks before the draft, Raven Johnson was back in headlines talking about past backlash she received after a heated game between South Carolina and Iowa. The same game where Caitlin Clark famously waved her off on defense. Johnson spoke openly about online hate. She described painful comments, even claiming she was targeted with racist abuse. It was emotional, raw, and it sparked a huge debate online. Some people supported her. Others questioned the claim. And that divide, it never really went away. So imagine this. You're the Fever. You finally have stability. The locker room feels calm. The future looks bright. And then you draft a player who is already at the center of a very public, very emotional controversy. One that directly connects to your franchise player and her fan base. That's not just a basketball decision. That's a cultural moment. Fans didn't hold back. Within minutes, social media exploded. Confusion, anger, shock. Some called it a bold move. Others called it a disaster. Many asked the same question. Why would you risk the chemistry you just built? Because this isn't just about talent. Johnson is a skilled guard, no doubt. She's a national champion. She's tough, smart, and battle-tested. But timing is everything. And this timing, it felt off. Here's the twist. No one is talking about enough. What if this wasn't a mistake? What if the Fever wanted this reaction? Think about it. Controversy brings attention. Attention brings pressure. And pressure reveals leadership. Maybe the front office believes that pairing strong personalities forces growth. That putting two storylines on a collision course creates something bigger than basketball. Or maybe they simply misread the room. Because now, the stakes are higher than ever. This isn't just about wins and losses anymore. It's about trust. It's about whether Caitlin Clark feels supported or tested. It's about whether Raven Johnson can walk into that locker room and turn doubt into respect. And it's about whether the Indiana Fever just made a genius move or lit a fuse they can't control. One thing is certain, the spotlight just got hotter. And now everyone's watching.